Hey guys, Barbara here. I'm gonna try a fun recipe today, okay? I'm gonna be doing Belizean light cake or white cake, but I'm gonna find a way to work this into it, okay? Who remembers this? Milo or Milo? Everybody from the Central American countries, I'm sure, and from the Caribbean countries, right? So, Jory just bought me a tin of this from Amazon because he knows that when I drink it, I'm calm and relaxed. And I've been pinching it because I definitely don't want it to run out. So I'm gonna find a way to implement this in the cake and also in the buttercream frosting. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. And guess what? My mom didn't turn her back on this. Mom, show me how to do the thing. That's when she's putting in ingredients in anything she's making. That's how she does this thing. Corn tortilla, that's already heated up. You could dip it in there and just take a bite. What Megan's doing.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Let's start off first of all by going over the ingredients that we're gonna need to make the cake and how I'm gonna mix this in. 1 1/8 cups of butter softened to room temperature, and this 1/8 cup is the same as 2 tablespoons. 2 1/3 cups of regular white sugar, 5 eggs, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and then 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna sift it today, okay? Did you guys even know that a 2-cup measurement existed? My goodness, my friend Lisa gave that to me, and look at this one. This is a 1 1/2 cup, and this is a 1 3/4 cups. Cool. I'm gonna use this whole can of the evaporated milk. I poured it in this blender thing because that's how I'm gonna add the Milo to it, okay? And of course, you wanna go ahead and prep your pans. I have my 3 extracts here because I don't know which one I'm gonna use. I really wish I had pineapple. And if Jory's going to the store between now and when I do this cake right now, I'll get pineapple. If not, I'll pick one. But don't use vanilla because everybody uses vanilla and you wanna be unique. So we have to grease this completely and flour it. And then when I come back, we're gonna be creaming the butter and the sugar with my hand mixer in this big bowl, okay? So let me go ahead and dump all the butter into my big bowl. And don't forget the 1/8 cup, okay, or 2 tablespoons. Then all the sugar, and then just use my little cheapo hand mixer right here to just go on ahead and blend. These hand mixers are so handy because they're so reasonably priced. They're between 12 and 15 bucks, and they last long. So now let me go ahead and add the eggs one at a time. Look at this one. It's trying to get in there. Get in there, egg. So we just want this to get creamy. Go ahead and use your spatula to clean up the edges because you want everything to be well incorporated. And then after we add the last egg, we're going to decide on the extract or the essence. Jory made the decision for me. We're going with almond, but I'm just going to do like a couple drops. So I'm going to try a 1/3 cup, blend it in a NutriBullet and see what it looks like. It looks good and I just want to drink it. And then now it's time to mix my dry ingredients together. We're just going to sift flour. This is the baking powder that I'm sifting. And Jory just asked, what's the point of sifting? I'm like, makes the cake lighter. It'll get in there, don't worry. Let's start off with 1/3 of the dry. Mix on low. Next, about 1/3 of the wet. Oh, that looks so good though. The oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit while I'm doing the dry and the wet. This is the last batch of the dry. And the dry is blended in, so let me add the rest of the Milo mixture. And I'm just going to go ahead and go through this. This is not on high speed now, okay? It's on low speed. And we just want to fold this in. So, see? It's foamy. It's looking so beautiful. I love the color. I mean, it looks like a caramel. Not chocolate, but a caramel. So now into my greased and floured pans, I just eyeball even quantities. All right, guys, so it was really thick and creamy. Oh my goodness, look. And we can't lick this clean because of the egg, but I'm tempted. So all three. Toothpick inserted has to come out clean. Then we know we're done. We're gonna time it for about 35 minutes and then check it. 40 minutes later, the toothpick came out clean. I've allowed them to cool in the pan for about 5 minutes. And then now I'm going to go ahead and dump them out. And they're going to come out pretty easy because I thoroughly greased and floured the pans. So let's go with cake number 1. And then a 2. And then the third one. And if you notice, these cakes are fat. They're thick. Now let's work on the buttercream frosting. Now let's go over the ingredients that we're going to need to make the buttercream frosting. And how I'm going to mix this in too. 2 cups of confectioner's or powdered sugar, a cup of butter, room temperature, and I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of the Milo into this part, and you're going to need a little bit of milk to just make it all come together, like 2 tablespoons of milk. So let's start. Jory is my guy. Do you think I need more Milo in this? Jory, you can respond.
I don't know.
Jada, do you think I need more Milo in this?
Yeah.
So I did a 1/3 cup. Let's do another 1/3. I think that will be enough no matter what because I need my Milo to drink. I just dumped it in a bigger bowl. And now the butter. And this is why it's buttercream, because it's a lot of butter, baby. Can't wait for this to be done. Meanwhile, these are cooling down nicely. They took exactly 40 minutes to be done. So just let me get this worked in before we start adding the milk. Okay, my pretties, look how pretty it is. I hope I didn't do overkill with the Milo. Milo in the frosting, Milo in the cake. I'm using my pretty white plate that I like to put my cakes on. In the future, I'm going to start like taking off the top layer of the cake that's bulging. I even have a tool that I bought to do it with. But I just don't like doing it because it's a lot of hard work. It takes some precision. But I'll do it in a cake in the near future, okay? So now let me put the second one, and you can see that it's kind of slipping and sliding because really need to cut off that smooth part and, you know, give it some scuff to it to make it sit good. But it's all right. The third layer, this cake's just for us. It's not to take anywhere. And just think, if you take off the top, you know, the bulging part, you can crumble it and then add it to the frosting on the side and make a beautiful decoration on the cake. So see, slip and slide, slip and slide. It's okay though. Okay, so let me cut into this. By the way, you can replace the Milo for Ovaltine, okay? It's the same kind of product. Look guys, it's moist. It looks so beautiful. Now it's time to taste. All right guys, so it's all done. I'm not gonna taste it yet because I wanna eat lunch first before I eat a piece of sweet. I always do that. I don't wanna like shoot all that sugar to my pancreas and make it overwork and stuff. I'm gonna eat some protein and stuff. Then I'm gonna come back and taste the cake. Meanwhile, I'm going to go change out of this because I'm getting hot. But I'll be back. Thank you guys so much for watching the show, for liking, for commenting, for sharing the videos, and for supporting me in everything that I do. Until I see you guys again, take care. It's tasting time, guys. And I got mad at Jada because I cut this big piece out. But this big piece is only for you guys to see what the inside of the cake looked like, right? And I was going to slice this into 3 and take this over to Leah and them. And then she just started chunking into it. So now I have to chunk into it. Okay, this is darn good. If you don't like the grit of the Milo in the frosting, then just dilute the Milo in the milk that you add to the frosting, okay? I don't mind it. The cake itself is so delicious. Oh my god.
Take it.